Good lad. Right, we haven't ridden for a few days. All sorts of things going on. Hasn't been right. Too hot. Good boy. And now it's so blimmin' windy. Woohoo. Windy, windy, which is very tedious. Cows, you're a good boy. Come on. Cows in the hedge. Good boy. Ed's gone out on the tractor and I'm hoping we're not going to meet it. Prefer not to meet tractors in a howling gale. It doesn't look like a gale, does it? It comes in gusts. Also, I hope to not have an accident today, particularly because I'm doing a chat with Rob Hopkins about his new book, How to Fall in Love with the Future. All about sort of positive campaigning, envisioning your future and working towards it on the climate front, just showing examples of where the future is already happening. Because, you know, so many people say, oh well, how would that work, or it sounds pie in the sky, or very expensive, or nobody would want to do it. And actually there are projects all over the place that give you a real glimpse of how our futures could be. And the best way to make people passionate about delivering that, or helping to campaign for it, or make it happen in a micro way, macro way, however way, is to show them and invite them to think about things they're passionate about themselves, you know, things they would like to do, and get them to fall in love with this alternative future, which isn't all gloom and doom. And Asif Kapadia's brilliant film 2073, which I did a session with him on, and yeah, it was a kind of the tactic of, you know, if we don't do something, this is what we're going to get. But I think people have got slightly to a stage where they think this is what's coming anyway, and it's just nothing we can do about it. And it's just not true. There are lots of vested interests, and you can guess who they are, who would like us not to bother, and where it would be the easiest to say, yeah, well, I should just give up. So, for example, you know, at all sorts of levels, no point in or scaring people about technologies like, you know, we could have had wind, we could have been completely wind powered recently if we weren't so NIMBY-ish about wind farms. So we need more wind farms, we need more solar farms. You can integrate solar with farming, especially with raising livestock. They like having somewhere to shelter, and the grass still grows underneath. So sheep, for example, very happy in a solar farm on a hot day. And I keep saying don't I? Things like, you know, people are put off having electric vehicles because there aren't any charging points. So we should all... What? Yeah. No, you can't go in there. He's had to look at that field a few times. Now, Julie has said to me, you could go in there and have it when it's softer. Go and have a canter up that field. But do you know what? I think that Mr. Bailey would probably think the best thing to do would be to dump me and then eat. And he looks at it every single time we go by it, very longingly, like, I really like the look of that. That looks yummy scrummy, Mummy. Can I get in there? Because I'd like to stuff myself stupid. I'm so disappointed that we haven't had any rain, really. We had a pathetic little bit of piddling drizzle. No use to anybody. I mean, it's just quite surprising how green everything's looking, but the paddocks need a bit of rain. Need a bit of rain, don't we, Bailey? Need to get rid of all these flipping flies. Too many flies. Disappointing. So anyway, yes. Positive messages and sort of taking back responsibility for your future instead of letting it be dictated by politicians, fossil fuel companies, corporations telling you what you're going to need and what you're going to have and how it's all going to be regardless of what you do. You know, when we accept this version of the future, we're just having a smell of a poo of a calling card, aren't we? Who's that? It's Ernie, I think. Then we let them control it. We give in to them. Why should we? I'm also genuinely worried about this prescribing of Palestine action. I mean, there is a genocide going on. What's more evil, really? Spraying paint on an aeroplane. Fighter jets, expensive, not the best thing to do, but when the politicians simply aren't listening to the majority of people, saying, for goodness sake, how can we justify backing this and selling arms to Israel? I mean, tens of thousands of women and children are being killed. Well, basically, we're talking ethnic cleansing on an epic scale, where people are being lured into food distribution areas only to be shot. Children dying of starvation. It's not right. Absolutely not right. And we should really be able to speak out about it without being accused of being anti-Semitic, which people genuinely aren't. And people from all faiths and colours and creeds are on the same side on this, thinking that this is just not right. Fucking flies, eh? Sorry, mustn't use that word. Flipping flies, Bailey? Eh? Flipping flies? Got the farrier coming on Friday. I think, no. Oh, God, he's going to take me in the bushes. What have you seen that you want? Go on, then. Go on. An indulgent mummy I am. Come on. Shouldn't be allowed, should it? You've bitten off more than you can chew. Can't concentrate on going downhill while eating. Is that it? Can't multitask. You can't poo and walk, can you? So maybe you can't eat and walk, do you? Good boy. Come on. That's it. Good lad. Oh, come. Oh, we're very back up. Eyeing up the hedge again. It's because, unfortunately, no rain means the grass hasn't really grown a lot. Understatement. And they're nibbling everything down. And Greedy Guts here isn't very amused by that, are you? It's like, not right. It's not right, Mum, I want more. Good boy. Good boy. God, if those bloody fighter jets go over. Good boy. Yeah, the good lad. All right. Welcome. You go down. I really don't like it when you have to sort of ride very defensively, because you can hear things in the sky that are coming, that are going to buzz you practically. So inconsiderate. I wish they'd just stick to the locks or something. It's not nice here. I remember when we lived in North Devon, RAF Chivener, over the other side from where we were, and sometimes you'd be going down the estuary, having a little gallop down the estuary on a pony, and these things would come over and you'd go very, very fast as a result, if you managed to stay on, that was. I taught my brothers and sisters to ride there. The 3 little ponies. A girl called Cheryl Miller is a very good rider, show jumper, and she had the little ponies. There was Bimbo, I remember. Bimbo had to have grass reins because Bimbo could. Good boy, down we go. Bimbo could get you off just by, well, I didn't ride him because I was too big by then, but Bimbo could get you off by trot, 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 head down. Any poor kid learning, teeny kid, go straight over the front because it was so abrupt. No warning. Did it from trot, which was pretty bloody cunning, really. Just everybody knows those ponies, don't they? We've all had them. Can't remember what the name of. There was one very naughty little pony that would roll in the water. Woohoo! Good boy. So when you took him down to the estuary, he would just suddenly, again, be going along quite happily, good boy, and suddenly fling himself into the water, down and roll with his saddle on. Not bothered. Come on. Oh, move up. Move up. Good boy, stand. Can you get by? Okay, I'll go a bit further on, thanks. So I wouldn't go in the stinging nettles. Good boy. Woohoo. Woohoo. Good boy, thank you. Did you really want that? Did you? Did you really want that? Did you really want that? Yes, we couldn't get into that lay-by because of the stingers. Now here, interestingly, Jack always takes a detour, always wants to go into the water. But you don't, do you? No. Bailey says, I'm not interested in going in the water. Thank you. Good boy. Woohoo. Oh, good boy. Going the way we normally go. Come on. Going the way we normally go. Yes. Woohoo. Oh, slow down. Thank you. 10 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour. Come on. On we go. On we go. Come on, no. Bailey. Bailey, there's a bank there. Come on. Don't be naughty. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Thank you. 10 miles an hour. Thank you. People do not know about that rule. They absolutely do not know. They don't take any notice. I mean, some are really good. They stop. They're great. And some just buzz past you. I'd quite like to tie them to a spooky horse. see what they think. You're a good boy. There we go. It's very funny here. He always looks as if he wants to go somewhere different. You want to go somewhere different? You haven't been ridden since last Wednesday. Oops. Oops. We got some energy. Maybe it's good it's hot. Oh, some cattle. Maybe it's a good thing. They're a long way away. They're not going to bother you. We always go up here a bit sideways. Get on. Here we are. Here we are. Good boy. Come on, don't be naughty. Good boy. Good boy, darling. Come on, sweetie pie. Good boy. Woohoo. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, up we go. Up we go. You have to pull to get up here, don't you? It's quite steep. It's good, I can really feel his backside pushing. Good boy. It's so hot, I'm not going to make him trot up here, although probably would be even better. But walking is good. You use everything, don't you? Use everything walking. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Thank you. I think she was worried because rather underpowered car was going to stall on the hill, which it, well, might have done. So, it might sound really ridiculous, but it does actually take a little bit of guts to come out and ride your pony off on your own when he hasn't been ridden for 5 days. But actually, you're very good, aren't you? You are a good boy. You are a good boy. It only took about 3 minutes to get on today, which was not bad. That's quite a record time. We still like to swing our bum out, don't we? And then suddenly he goes, "Oh, you want to get on? Get on then. Come on, get on, woman. Hurry up." If I was a young thing, I'd just kind of vault on. And I mean, he is small enough to get on from the ground, really. But not when you're 66 and a bit arthritic. Good boy. But age is just a number. I don't feel 66. I don't know what 66. What is 66? Nearer to 70, which is kind of weird. Same weight I was when I was 18. It is a little bit more like uncooked bread dough, it has to be said, what there is of it. But it's not too terrible. And I've had a baby, so there's that as well, another excuse. But yeah, been pretty much the same weight, apart from when I was in stupid anorexic starvation mode. When I got down to 5.5 stone, which is 5'5", is a little bit too skinny and not at all attractive, as various people told me later. But anyway, as I think I've said before, I do deeply regret those periods of anorexia and the long decades of bulimia, because I'm paying for it in my bones, literally. They are not what they should be, not at the density they should be. Good boy, sweetie pie. They were just ambling along here, and I tell you, it really helps to have you along with me, because when I'm talking to you, I'm not worrying about him. And as a result, we have a longer rein, have a more relaxed pony probably. He's listening to me, but he's not tense. Doesn't mean we shouldn't be alert for a shying opportunity, or more likely a bit of snacking naughtiness. I've mentioned the word, I think, do you know, I tell you, I'm sure he knows the word. I've just mentioned the snack word, and he immediately looked in the hedge to see if there's anything suitable. So, I think we keep quiet about snacks, don't we? Be like, if you've had children, you might have had that thing where you spelt things out. I remember doing it with Henry and him looking at me very sort of wearily and saying, "I can spell, you know." He was quite young. He couldn't really spell the words I was talking about, but thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Well, that was a bit of a bramble across the knee tear, but good boy. Oh yes, another thing. Did I say this already? I don't think leggings that don't have, I think breggings are the only way to go. Leggings. Oh, shit. Leggings. Good boy. Good boy. Woohoo. Down we go. Just in here. Just here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks. You're the good lad. He's a good lad. Woohoo. He's a good lad. So, yeah, breggings. The ones I've got on, they're a lovely colour and they're very grippy. I got them at Badminton. They were very cheap. And and they do stay up. Which way are you going? They do stay up, but not as well as my Countrydale Protect. I think they're called Protect or something. They have a belt loop, and I think, right, when the elastic really goes, you've got to fall back. It's a shame. I mean, obviously one can fix the elastic if you've got modicum of ability to sew. Hello, good boy. But good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. There's the children. Yeah, children playing. Yeah, good boy. Having a little play. Good boy. Am I going to go straight on? Good boy. Not up there. No, I'm going to go down here. Good boy. Good boy. Horsefly. Right, do let me know if you tried hot horsefly or whatever it's called, that apparently they stop if horseflies don't come anywhere near you. Or, I mean, I've tried phaser, it stinks. And he really doesn't like the smell and wants to rub his bottom on the wall afterwards. So obviously it's a bit, I don't know, maybe it does irritate him. I've got neem oil on at the moment. I've had hedge witch, a caridin spray, a caridin, or whatever, however you say it. The neem oil I think is pretty good. I suppose one should be grateful for that blast of wind that's taking a lot of the flies away. Good boy. Oh, he's windy. You're a good lad. So yes, this is hot fly stuff. I don't really like riding in fly rugs. I think they get too hot. In fact, fly rugs generally, I think, get hotter than one would like. Don't they, darling? I also remember years ago reading a story about a girl who thank you, about a girl who fell asleep on her sun lounger. Fell asleep on her sun lounger and her bikini melted into her because it was made out of some cheap plasticky nylon-y material. Oh, it's something to my eye then. And I always think when it gets really, really hot, just wait here, darling. Woohoo. Thank you. Nice people, darling. Show our appreciation.